Have you noticed that reading the newspaper feels a little harder lately? Or that faces across the room seem a bit blurrier than before? You're not imagining it, and you're definitely not alone. After 60, changes in vision are common, and they can affect more than just what you see. They can affect your independence. When eyesight starts to fade, simple things, like driving, reading prescriptions, or taking your medication safely, can become challenging. And perhaps most heartbreaking, it can make recognizing loved ones, or even yourself in the mirror, a little harder. Vision loss doesn't just affect your eyes, it touches your freedom. Right now, more than 37 million Americans over 50 are experiencing some form of vision loss, and that number is expected to double by 2030. The main culprit isn't just age. It's often the small blood vessels in your eyes, which can become damaged, leak, and slowly harm the delicate tissues that let you see clearly. The good news? Research shows that certain natural compounds in everyday foods can help protect these blood vessels and support healthy vision. In this video, we'll gently explore 3 superfoods that can help maintain clear eyesight after 60, and 3 common foods that may quietly make things worse. If this is your first time here, consider subscribing. That way, you won't miss simple, practical tips that truly support your health. If you want, I can also rewrite the next section about the 3 superfoods and 3 harmful foods in the same soft, empathetic tone so the entire video flows smoothly. Do you want me to do that next? Let's start with the first group of foods that can quietly support your vision as you age: leafy green vegetables. They might seem simple, but for your eyes, they're true powerhouses, especially for seniors. Here's why. As we get older, the tiny blood vessels in our eyes can become fragile. They might narrow, leak, or slow down, which can reduce the flow of oxygen and nutrients to the retina and macula, the parts of your eye that let you see clearly and in detail. Leafy greens are packed with natural compounds called lutein and zeaxanthin. These pigments settle right into the macula and act like a gentle shield, filtering out harmful blue light from screens and sunlight. In other words, they help your eyes absorb what they need and block out what could harm them. Watercress, often overlooked, watercress is rich in vitamin A, which helps your retina produce rhodopsin, the pigment that allows you to see in dim light. Just 1 cup gives around 54 micrograms of vitamin A. That might seem small, but it's a gentle daily boost your eyes can really use. Watercress also provides vitamin C and iron, which help keep blood circulating smoothly to your eyes. Kale, another superstar for eye health, kale delivers about 25 milligrams of lutein and zeaxanthin per serving, about the same as many over-the-counter eye supplements. These nutrients form a protective layer in your retina, helping reduce the risk of macular degeneration and cataracts. Plus, kale contains vitamin K, which supports healthy blood flow and keeps your blood vessels strong. Broccoli, full of vitamin C and vitamin E, broccoli helps protect your eyes from oxidative stress, one of the biggest internal threats to eye health. Its sulforaphane, especially concentrated in the stalks, can calm inflammation in the eyes and may help protect against conditions like diabetic retinopathy. So next time you're about to toss the stalk, think twice, it's where a lot of the healing power is. What all these greens have in common is simple: they nourish the blood vessels in your eyes, reduce inflammation, and give your retinas the nutrients they need to stay strong. You don't need to eat a huge plate of kale at every meal. Even adding one of these greens a few times a week can make a meaningful difference for your vision. Let me share a story about one of my former patients, Mrs. Linda. She was 69 when she came to see me and had already started showing early signs of cataracts. She loved her sweets, but vegetables weren't really part of her routine. We didn't try to change everything at once. Instead, we made small, simple additions: half a cup of cooked carrots, a few cherry tomatoes, and some slices of red bell pepper each day. 3 months later, she told me something that truly warmed my heart: she no longer needed to reach for her reading glasses every time she picked up a recipe. Her vision wasn't perfect, but it had clearly improved. And even more importantly, she felt hopeful again. That's the quiet power of these foods. They don't just slow decline, they help nourish and repair. Each color brings something special. Red brings lycopene, orange brings beta-carotene, and yellow or gold often carries lutein and zeaxanthin. Together, they create a nutritional team that supports your eyes at every level: blood vessels, retina, macula, and more. And the best part? These vegetables aren't exotic or hard to find. Chances are, they're already in your local grocery store, or even in your fridge, ready to be used with purpose, helping your eyes gently every day. Now that we've explored leafy greens and colorful vegetables, let's talk about a fruit that often surprises seniors with its eye-protecting power. Sweet, a little tart, and easy to enjoy, strawberries aren't just a treat, they quietly support your vision, especially after 60. What makes strawberries so special? It's a natural compound called ellagic acid. This antioxidant doesn't just fight free radicals, it helps prevent the growth of abnormal blood vessels in the eyes, one of the leading causes of vision loss as we age. Think of ellagic acid as a gentle traffic controller for your eyes. It tells your body, no new damaged vessels here, let's strengthen the ones we have. This helps calm inflammation, stabilize blood flow, and protect the delicate tissues in your retina. Strawberries also contain flavonoids, which protect your blood vessels from damage caused by high blood sugar or chronic inflammation. This is especially helpful for older adults living with diabetes or prediabetes, where tiny blood vessels in the eyes can quietly be affected. Eating strawberries may even support circulation and lower LDL cholesterol, which in turn helps deliver oxygen to your eyes. What's good for your heart often helps your vision, too. Let me share a story about George, a 76-year-old retired school bus driver. He loved sweets, cakes, cookies, soda, you name it. But he noticed reading became harder, and colors started looking dull. Instead of taking away all his treats, we made a small swap. I told him, George, start with 5 or 6 fresh strawberries a day. Add them to breakfast or enjoy them as a dessert. 3 months later, he returned and said, you know, I'm starting to see the numbers on my remote again. My eyes don't feel as dry, and I honestly feel sharper. It wasn't magic, it was small, consistent steps that created momentum and sparked bigger changes. One tip: organic strawberries often have higher levels of ellagic acid because the plants naturally produce more of this protective compound when grown without pesticides. Nature has its own way of helping, and we get to benefit. So next time you reach for a snack, consider a handful of ripe strawberries. They're sweet, low in sugar, easy to enjoy, and quietly powerful for your eyes. So far, we've talked about foods that help protect your eyes. But just as important, sometimes even more important, are the foods that can quietly damage them. Many seniors eat these regularly without realizing the toll on their vision. Let's take a look. It's familiar, sweet, and comforting. Many of us grew up drinking it. But frequent consumption can be hard on your eyes. Soda spikes blood sugar, which can slowly stress the delicate blood vessels in your retina. Over time, these vessels can become weak or leaky, which may affect vision clarity. Beyond sugar, artificial sweeten. In some sodas can also influence gut and brain health, systems that play a subtle role in long-term eye function. Chips, packaged snacks, frozen dinners, and fast food burgers may be convenient, but they often contain preservatives, refined oils, and artificial colors. These ingredients can create inflammation in your blood vessels, reduce oxygen delivery, and add stress to your eyes. Think of it like trying to push water through a pipe that's slowly clogging. Eventually, flow is restricted, and tiny vessels in the eyes struggle to stay healthy. Elaine, 68, thought she ate pretty healthy, but almost every meal came from a box or microwave tray. She felt constantly tired, and her vision had started to blur. She'd even stopped driving at night. Over 6 weeks, we made simple swaps: homemade meals with roasted vegetables, fresh fruit, and protein. Soon, She noticed her eyes felt less strained, her energy improved, and her doctor reduced one of her eye medications. Small changes made a big difference. Cold cuts like bologna, salami, and pepperoni may seem convenient, but they're often high in sodium, nitrates, and preservatives. These ingredients can stiffen blood vessels and reduce blood flow, including to your optic nerve and retina. Over time, oxygen and nutrient delivery to the eyes is affected, which can trigger the same fragile vessel growth we've discussed before. The truth is, you don't have to be perfect. Every time you cut back on soda, swap packaged snacks for fresh foods, or limit processed meats, you're giving your eyes a better chance. You're reducing inflammation, supporting healthy blood vessels, and helping your vision stay strong, so you can continue to read your favorite book, enjoy a sunset, or see the smile of your grandchildren clearly. Now that we've explored the foods that protect your eyes, and the ones that quietly harm them, let's bring it all together. You don't need a complicated diet or expensive supplements. What really matters is consistency. Small, intentional choices that support your eyes every day. Breakfast. Instead of toast and jam, try a bowl of oatmeal topped with a handful of fresh strawberries. These berries are sweet, but they're also packed with ellagic acid and flavonoids that help calm inflammation and protect your retina. If you enjoy eggs, add a side of lightly sautéed kale or spinach. Even half a cup gives your eyes a solid dose of lutein and vitamin K, nutrients that help strengthen the protective layer in your macula, the part of your eye responsible for sharp central vision. Lunch. Keep it simple. A salad with chopped red bell peppers, shredded carrots, and sliced tomatoes is full of vitamins and antioxidants. A drizzle of olive oil and a few walnuts add heart-healthy fats that improve blood flow to your eyes. It's an easy way to nourish your vision while enjoying a satisfying meal. Dinner. No need for fancy dishes. Roasted broccoli with garlic alongside grilled chicken or fish is both comforting and deeply nourishing for your eyes. Broccoli contains sulforaphane, which supports your eye's natural detox system and reduces oxidative stress. Snacks. Reach for whole foods whenever possible. Fresh fruit, a small bowl of cherry tomatoes, or a few slices of seasonal organic persimmon can quietly support your eyes while satisfying your cravings. These may seem like small choices, but over time, they add up. And just as important, begin gently reducing the foods that may be undoing your progress. You don't have to quit soda overnight. Try swapping one can for sparkling water. Replace processed meats with grilled chicken or hard-boiled eggs. Instead of frozen dinners every night, cook a simple homemade meal 2 or 3 times a week. Your eyes, and your body, will notice the difference. Many of my patients in their late 70s thought it was too late to make a change. Yet within weeks of adjusting their eating habits, they noticed less eye strain, sharper focus, and even more vivid colors. This isn't about perfection, it's about giving your eyes what they've been missing for years. Food is more than fuel, it's information. And when you provide your body with what it needs, your eyes respond. If you've made it this far, thank you. Truly, it shows that you care about your health, your independence, and staying connected to the people you love. I understand how discouraging it can feel when your vision changes with age, and you wonder if anything can help. But here's the truth, you are not powerless, and it is never too late. Your eyes may have changed, but every day your body is listening. With steady, small habits, it responds. I've seen people in their 60s, 70s, and even 80s regain confidence simply by making simple food changes. They could read again without straining, walk outside without fear, and see the faces of their loved ones clearly. You deserve that too. You deserve to age with clarity, dignity, and strength. While we can't turn back time, we can slow its impact, one meal, one choice, one step at a time. Add those leafy greens. Reach for strawberries instead of snacks that hurt you. Cut back on foods that inflame. This isn't about being perfect, it's about moving in the right direction. I'm here with you every step of the way. If this video has helped, please consider liking, sharing with someone who might need it, leaving a comment with your thoughts, and subscribing so you never miss ways to take back control of your health. Thank you for choosing to care for yourself today. Your health is worth it, and so are you.